ending. I need money never ending. I'm talking 100%. I need the only you rent it. Word.
Was good.
What up?
I love
Mr. Jabs Carter, Mr. Happy Birthday, Mr. the guy, the legend, the unlocked character.
I appreciate it, boss.
Not much.
I am here today. We are in California. We flew out here yesterday morning. We got here at like 6 a.m. No, actually, what time did we make it?
We landed at 7:05.
7:05. Dallas, Texas.
I know y'all got that red eye flight.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited, bro. And he's originally from here. Let me introduce Ben really, really quick. So this is my partner. This is my partner in crime. We do everything together. We jump off of yachts together, like we did today. We close deals together. Everything, man. I want to get Ben on here to kind of introduce everybody to him. He's going to be on here often. So
absolutely.
Ben is a really, really good partner of mine. We do a lot of stuff together, close deals, underwrite deals together. We do everything. We got an LLC together, so
that means y'all for real.
Yeah.
Basically married to each other.
Basically,
pretty much.
And you're married to us on the Buford, Georgia deal. So
exactly. What's it called? Entanglement.
Yeah.
That's a good deal, by the way. That's a fun little. That's gonna be a fun little ride on that property out there.
No, and I'm really honestly I'm impressed about how long the balloon is. That's a crazy deal, and it's just gonna cash flow for a minute. But isn't the original person that was in it before still in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's been there for like a minute, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
he's been there for
6 years. He was paying $1,200. As soon as we bought it, we bumped it up to 17.
No problem.
And we actually had him sign a 2-year contract because we wanted to go to 1850, and he says, "No, I can't do 1850 from 1,200." So I was like, "All right, let's do 1,700 this year, and then next year you got to sign an agreement for 1850 for year 2, but you got to sign an agreement for 2 years."
Yeah, he ain't trying to leave. He's trying to just trying to get it chill. That's what's up. So that's one of many that we're gonna do. Hopefully, things I have I got hit up by a rap buyer today that they're ready to go. Like they just looking for a place. Like they got the bread. They're a real estate agent, so you got the bread. They just ain't got the bread. And so it's in Fort Worth. They need it. Crowley or Burleson.
Do we want to analyze this deal? Like, you want to go over this?
No, I ain't got no property to analyze. I just got the person.
Okay. You got the buyer.
Yeah, I got the buyer.
So, which Burleson?
Remember that guy that had the house? Oh man, I'll have to pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So if y'all can take y'all's time on it. She hit me up today. She was like, "Hey, I got 4 months left. I need somewhere to stay, and my landlord tripping right now." The thing is weird. They make so to you guys that are in the watching this, make sure y'all read the contract they are signing. She ended up signing a lease with the landlord saying that she has replaced like all the big stuff, like the roof, the AC, the HVAC. I don't know how that happened, and so she didn't read it. So she's responsible for that. So she's like, "Well, I'm gonna wait up to my lease and I'm gonna just move." So yeah, that's what it is. So now she's looking for a new place.
Well, I'm gonna be transparent with everybody. Since we literally just got off of a yacht. I'm still excited about that. Like I jumped off of a yacht, bro. It was crazy. But we're getting ready to go out to go eat and meet some other investors. So we're probably going to limit this one to about maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40. I want to stay on longer, but they have reservations and stuff like that. So we'll be on here like kind of short. What I wanted to do was see if y'all were interested in looking at one of the deals that we're about to close tomorrow in El Paso, Texas.
Please, let's knock that out, man. And I got questions for you, so I'll get the questions going for you. Y'all let me know what's going on.
Perfect. All right. So let me see. Where should I start?
How'd you find the deal? You said it was in where?
It's in El Paso.
El Paso. Cool. I'm dealing with a property in El Paso. So cool.
In El Paso.
We like El Paso because it's a border town, so you got a lot of rap opportunity down there.
Come on now. The thing is, I got a rap property right now that I can do in El Paso, and so if y'all can tell me y'all can help me find a buyer, then let's do that
all day.
a bit.
Are you able to see my screen? Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing it really quick because I want y'all to see the pictures of the house. And then after we close in, I don't care about showing the address, but
It's not in El Paso. It's in Horizon City. Is that cool?
that's exactly where this one is.
That's where this one is.
Cool, perfect.
That is exactly where this one is.
What's the street name?
I feel like it's the same one. I don't even know the street name.
If you say Indigo Sky, yeah,
No, it's not. It's a.
Okay, all right.
Hey. No, it's Emerald Tide, I believe. Emerald Tide. Emerald Tide, I believe the street is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful property, like brand new type thing.
There's no confidential agreements.
Gotcha. All right. I'm trusting everybody on YouTube. So hey, here's the property right here. So first question you asked, Damien, was how we found this deal. This deal actually came from a newer investor, a new wholesaler. He literally the breakdown of this deal is just unbelievably crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So, and you're probably going to think I'm lying about the way that we got this deal. I'm about to explain it to you. So, I want to put his name out there, but he may be shy. Let's just pretend like his name is Edgar, right? His name is Edgar. But let's pretend like the guy's name is Edgar. So Edgar, he has said, "Hey, Jabs, I have a potential sub 2 deal. I really don't know what to do with it, but I think this would be a good rental." And so I'm like, okay, here's the pictures of it, guys. This is new build.
First I'm seeing of it.
This is your first time seeing the property?
Yeah.
So this was built in 2021, I believe, or 2022. We'll check that out in a second. But Edgar came and he said, "Hey man, I really don't know what to do with this property. This guy, he wants to sell it. It was on market, and for whatever reason, the property couldn't sell." To me, when people tell me that, automatically, okay, that's a creative deal. I don't care what you're telling me. I don't care about anything. That's a creative deal. And then when I saw the year build, I was like, yeah, that's 100% a creative deal. Let me see what year was this built. 1 second, guys. This was there we go, 2022 build.
Oh, that was last year.
So obviously this home has no equity whatsoever. Mm-hmm. If it does have any equity, it's probably like 15, 20 grand, $23,000, whatever. So Edgar came and he said, "Hey," I said, "Edgar, I need some info." And he asked me, "Okay, what do you need?" I said, "Well, first of all, I need to know how much is he paying on his loan. I also need to know what's the mortgage balance on there, and I need to know what's his interest rate." So he gave me all the information, and I said, "Okay, perfect. How much does the seller need in his pocket to walk away from this property?" And he was like, "Well, he said he wants $12,000 now, and he wants the other $12,000 in a few months." And so me and Ben, when we were evaluating it, we were like, I don't know if that deal makes sense. Like, I don't want to pay you already. You barely have any equity inside of this property. So I'm not sure if we can do 12 now and then the other 12 later. So what we did was we said, okay, why don't we do something like this? Why don't you give us the right to market this property for a wrap buyer or someone who wants to live here so that they can cover whatever the seller wants to walk away with from the property, right?
Yeah.
So in total, obviously he wanted $24,000. So me and the seller, Edgar, he put me on the phone with the seller on three-way, and we were going back and forth a lot, and he trusted us to go ahead and start marketing this property. But he said, "Hey, even though I'm giving you guys the right to market my house, I'm still going to try to sell this on the market." And so we were like,
give you like a non-exclusive option.
Exactly. So we were like, okay, no problem, no big deal. We just want to make sure that you know that we're going to market this for sale, but we're going to market it at a higher price with a higher monthly payment. Yeah. And he said he's totally fine with that because at this point he was very, very, very motivated. So let me get to the nitty-gritty now. So we negotiated with him and we said, "Hey, if we were to buy you out, just to pay you out, we don't have to pay you any money monthly or later on, what would that number be?" And he told us straight up, "Well, I would be cool with, $23,000.
Yeah.
So he gave us a $1,000 discount, and we're like, what if we can do 18? We give you 18,000, and you're like, we're squared away. And the reason why I offered him 18 was because we knew that we can resell this house for $280,000. At the time, the Zestimate was on here, which was
Okay, I
about
was like, I don't say a number.
yeah, it was at 280 when we first got on here. The Zestimate said $280,000, so I used that as a base point. And so, because I said that we can sell this for $280,000, we can get 10% down from our wrap buyers. They always pay 10% down. Sometimes 20, sometimes 25. You may get lucky and get 30 or 40%, but most buyers today, they're comfortable with putting 10% down.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, well, how about we give you 18? Actually, Ben said it. How about we give you 18,000 and you walk away clean? And then so he said, well, y'all kind of run y'all's numbers and get back to me whenever y'all are serious. So obviously he didn't want the $18,000. So what we did was we had Edgar market this property on Facebook Marketplace. The reason why we had Edgar do it was because my Facebook Marketplace was shut down because you can't market you can't market the same property twice. You can't put the same post. So
I had like 4 properties going at one time.
You probably changed the pictures. You probably changed the description. Yeah. There was something that was different. They shut mines down. So I said, hey, Edgar, dude, here's a funny story. I am not able to market this on Facebook Marketplace because I'm shut down on Facebook Marketplace. And so this gave him the opportunity to actually learn on how to do this. So this is a crazy story. So he put it on Facebook Marketplace. I gave him what to put. And I said, hey, this is how you know if you'll have a serious buyer. They're going to be blowing your phone up. If they're not blowing you up about this house, they don't want it. That means they're not serious. Right. And so I said, put it out there for 10% down, $280,000 sale price. And he said, okay, cool. This guy found at least 3 or 4 buyers within like a week. Right.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Bless you.
Yeah. So those buyers, some of them came with like 30 down. Some of them said that they had 35. And then he had a special buyer who said, hey, I can give you $40,000 down if my payment can be $1,700 a month.
Okay.
Why would I turn that down?
If the PITI again?
The PITI. Okay, let's get to the numbers.
Yeah.
So let me hold on one second, guys. Let me actually look up statement so that you can see.
Oh, you giving us a nitty gritty. That's how you know it's real.
I'll actually show y'all. Oh yeah. So his mortgage is $1,599. His total PITI, he's paying $1,599. That's at 5.25%. His principal balance is $236,607. Right. So what I cared most about was, well, how much is this property rent for? And let me see. Usually Zillow, they have like what the property could potentially rent for. Yeah. So I always base my numbers just kind of off of the estimates. Here we go. $1,749 or $1,750. Now, to me, that's not a deal. I can't rent this thing out. If we're already paying $1,599 and the rents are only $1,750, there's no way I can rent this property out. Exactly. So I said, okay, no problem. Here's how I kind of figured our numbers. The estimate said that we can resell this thing for $280,000. And Zillow, most of the time, is not wrong. Lately, they've been on point with all of their numbers. The reason why I use Zillow is because whenever we're talking to buyers, whenever we're talking to sellers, the first thing that seller says is, whenever I asked them, how did you come up with this number? Well, Zillow said my house is worth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whenever I'm talking to buyers or tenants, potential tenants, if I put my rent out there for higher than what the rent estimates say, they're not going for it. They're arguing with me. They're like, hey, the rent estimate says that it can rent out for $1,749. Why did you put it up there for $2,000?
Yeah. Okay. And they want to act like Zillow didn't get in trouble last year, but overdoing the prices.
Bro. So I'm like, okay, I can leverage Zillow. So now I'm leveraging Zillow. So the guy that said he'll give me $40,000 down, as long as I can give him a $1,700 monthly payment. I wonder, where did he get that $1,700 payment from? Well, here it is right here,
Yeah.
Zillow. So I'm like, all right, cool. This guy said, I'll give you the 40. Perfect. Okay. So now this is a spreadsheet that we created. Basically, whenever we're doing wrap deals or seller finance deals, we'll come over here and we'll put it, we'll plug in the numbers to make sure that we can get the 3 profit centers right here, which is cash now, aka cash up front, and then we can get cash flow and cash later. So how that works is we go off of our sales price. We're selling it for $280. This guy said he'll give us $40,000 down, and that means we're financing $240,000, right? So now let me fix this really quick. I'm not a spreadsheets person, but boom. Yeah, that's not it. Cash now.
The more I'm thinking about it, the reason, like, I see how El Paso can really be a good place for rap buyers. Like, the more I think about it, I'm like, it's really like a great place for rap buyers, just because they have like an influx of, like, a lot of I-10 workers are there, and it's the point of what. Let me ask you, what made you guys look at El Paso as a good place for rap buyers?
We didn't.
Oh, y'all didn't?
Oh,
Presenter.
El Paso came to us.
Oh, okay, cool.
Literally, Edgar had he's the one who actually brought us the deal. He brought us El Paso.
Yeah.
We didn't even consider El Paso until we saw this opportunity right here, and we were like, wow, I think this is a really good opportunity. Once we get this spreadsheet, we got it. There it is. There you go, man. See, that's what we have partners for. So
I am not an admin guy though. I just know a little bit more than Jabs does about spreadsheets, but that's it.
Yeah,
So,
he says I'm not an integrator.
Yeah, no. I could do it, but I'm just, that's like when the coach asks you to play outfield and you're not really an outfielder. You're just gonna go out there and catch the ball for someone. You're like, sure, I got it.
Yeah.
All righty. So let me see. I don't want to confuse anybody on here, but this is a financial calculator that I always use just to kind of make numbers work. Originally, when we were going to sell this, we were going to put it at 9% interest. Anytime we sell a seller finance deal, we put it at 9% interest. The thing is that this payment right here, this monthly payment, the principal and interest, that does not include taxes and insurance. The buyer said, I will be willing to give you 40 grand if you can make this payment $1,700 a month. So I'm like, wow, okay. So what interest rate would that be? In order for me to make this monthly payment, like everything PITI, $1,700 a month. So I want y'all to keep that in mind really, really quick. So we can't sell it at 9% interest. Okay, what about 5% interest? What would that? All right, cool. 5% interest would put my monthly payment at $1,288.37 a month. Okay, no big deal. Now, whenever we're seller financing a deal, taxes and insurance, we're not covering that. The buyer is covering taxes and insurance. So I need to go to my mortgage statement and find out how much is my taxes and insurance that we're taking over. So the T&I, or taxes and insurance payment, is $281.72. So what we do is we put it over here at $281.72. Okay. Now all I have to do is find out how much more can I charge my buyer in order for him to pay $1,700 on the dot, right? Okay, well, let's figure that out. So $1,288. If we sell this house at 5% interest, my monthly payment to my buyer would be $1,288.37. So let's put that in the calculator really quick. Now, what is that total payment? $1,288.37 plus what was our taxes and insurance? $281.72. $281.72. So that's $1,570. That means we obviously can go up a little bit. So let me just hypothetically put 5.9% interest in there. What will my payment be? $1,423.53. Okay. So 1423.53 plus our escrow or taxes and insurance, which is 281.72.72, 1705. This is
Okay.
exactly what
So
he's saying right now.
So you actually do it a little bit differently than I do, which I like your way too, because what you're doing is you're working backwards from what they actually want to put monthly, and then you're
Yes.
like this. What I do is I just say, hey, they're taking care of taxes and insurance, so I just disregard that and I just put like what I'm looking for monthly.
Mm-hmm.
I like your way better because you're actually considering what your buyer is looking for monthly and just work backwards, including their escrow insurance, and then you're kind of figuring out what their payments are going to be towards you, which is really
Yes,
cool.
sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. So I was willing to work with this guy because he's giving me 40 grand down.
Hmm.
So what made sense for me now, this deal is very, 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 very slim. I'll tell y'all why in a second because I'm about to show you. So right now, this is what the deal looks like before we even put in the payments that we're making and how much we're putting into the deal, all of that stuff. So right now, this deal looks like this. Cash up front, we're making $40,000. Cash flow, we're making $1,423. Cash later, we're making $240,000.
Hmm.
Now we have to go ahead and plug in our debt. So we have a mortgage balance of 236,607 right here. So let's plug that inside the calculator or the spreadsheet. 236,607.26. Perfect. So now our monthly payment or our principal and interest, that is, let's calculate 282.12 plus 1035.16 to figure out what we're paying every month. So 282.12 plus 1035.16. That's 1317.28. So 1317.28. Now, this number right here, this cash flow number dropped significantly to $106. Damien, real quick, do you know why it dropped to $106?
Yeah, because it took away your because the you had what was the it was 13 something,
Yes,
and then you only were getting four, you're only charging your person 1423.
1,400
Yeah.
exactly. So here's the thing: whenever we're seller financing, we have to, in order for us to get something, we got to give up something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was willing to give up the cash flow. Typically, we like to make $350 to like $500
Yeah.
on average. But I was more than willing to give this guy a break because he's giving me way more than 10% down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's actually look and see what percentage is that down payment. $40,000 divided by 280,000. That's 14% down.
Yeah.
Perfect. So now let's figure out how much of this cash now are we getting ready to make, because I have to pay the seller $23,000. That's what we all agreed on. Plus, so let's put 23 up in there. 23,000. Here we go. Let me fix this spreadsheet really quick.
No, you're good. And the other benefit of it is because you're technically no money into the deal, right? But he's typically paying everything. Talking about closing costs, his down payment, the seller, the acquisition fee, paying you guys. You guys get paid to get cash flow, and nobody minds like $100 cash flow every single month. You know, for the next. How do you have a balloon on this, or is this just straight up?
We have a 10-year balloon on this property.
Okay, so even with the next 10 years, making $100 a month, I mean that's a move.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure y'all built in equity, right? But what are y'all selling it at? Well, yeah,
So,
I'm gonna let you get to that.
Okay, perfect. That was a really good question. Let's talk about equity really quick. So this one is a slim deal, and if you look at cash later, you will see $3,392.
Okay.
So basically, this if the buyer comes out and he says, "Hey, I'll go ahead and buy it," after a few months, we're only going to be making $3,392 right now. That's before we start paying down the original mortgage, and then once that mortgage is kind of paid down a lot, our spread would obviously increase. But for now, we're only making $3,392
Okay.
once the buyer either refinance or resell the house or whatever. So this is a really slim deal. But the beauty of this deal and the reason why we love it is because we didn't do anything. We literally did not do anything. Edgar did everything.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah.
Edgar did. So this was almost like a fall in our lap type of a deal. What did we have to do besides show Edgar what to post on Facebook Marketplace?
Mhm.
We literally just walked into $17,000 up front, $100 in cash flow, and $3,300 later on. We're literally getting ready to close this deal tomorrow. Now, out of this 17,000, typically what me and Ben do, we only pay people $1,000 per $100 that we're cash flowing.
Mhm.
So technically, Edgar would have been making $1,000.
Yeah.
But I straight up asked him, I said, Edgar, how much are you trying to make on this deal? He said, dude, I would be okay if we split this $17,000. So let's see what that number looks like. 17,000 divided by 2, that's $8,500 a piece.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to do this.
Absolutely.
Why? Damien,
he found the deal. He sourced the deal. He found the buyer. Like, and he's still split it with you. Yeah, cash flow from it.
Come on, bro.
The thing is, you taught him a lot, though. Like, you taught him throughout the whole
Yes.
process, which is priceless. So he's getting paid to learn, and like you made it very simple for him. So I mean, that's in itself. I mean, that's how much you charge your education in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I love it. So you get the whole idea, you get the concept. I was more than willing to do this. Like, usually we probably would say, nah, we'll give you, maybe $3,000 or something like that. But this Edgar literally took it A to Z.
Hey, it's me. But that's what's up, man. And so was that his first deal?
Yes, this was his first deal.
Wow.
He's going to get his first wholesale check tomorrow.
Wow, man, that's crazy. First deal being a rap deal. I wish.
Mm-hmm.
I wish. That was crazy. Well, so let me see. The other question I had. So, what made you stop it at 280? Like, why'd you not bump up the equity? Was there a reason why you didn't do it, or?
Yeah, so I like to, whenever I'm selling houses, I like to move it really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sit on the property for too long. We could have went up to $300,000 or something like that, but I said no. In order for us to get this deal moved quick, my goal was to find a buyer way before the seller found a buyer. That was my goal. So, and he was okay with that. And with us putting it out at this price, it looks attractive to the buyers, to the end buyers. That means they have a little bit of meat on the bone for them to resell the house, and they make a little money later on, possibly. So whenever I'm analyzing my deals, I don't like to leave money on the table, but if it gets the deal done, if it gets the deal moved quick, that's all I need to. I care about moving deals quickly. I don't want to stay and sit on the house for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I don't want to do that. I want to sell it as soon as I put it out there, maybe in a week or two. And that's exactly what happened with this deal right here.
That's smooth. That's smooth. And that was the thing is, that's like almost the exact same zip code that the other property I'm talking about is in. So I'm excited. Hopefully Edgar can find me a buyer too. How many that was a 3-2?
This was a 4-bed, I believe. This was a 4-bed. Let me double check. 4-bed, 2-bath.
So okay, bet because the one I got is a 4x3.
Oh,
so
nice.
4x3. So I'm assuming some of the other buyers you guys got, and I think it's like 295 is what they're doing.
Okay.
And so I'm probably gonna sell it for like 320.
Yep.
And so that one's gonna be a steal because he just renovated it, and so he just renovated, and it was something else that was going on with it. The tenants are gonna leave as soon as like everything happens. So,
wow.
Yeah, so it's just move. My thing was I didn't think there was enough enough traction out there in El Paso to really find a rap buyer, or even I didn't want to have to try to find a renter out there. I was like, but the more I think about it, like, ideally, just being transparent, ideally, a lot of your buyers, rat buyers, are gonna be Hispanics.
Yep.
To be straight honest, and so, and the thing is, they always have like an influx of cash just on hand.
100%.
And so, and a lot of times they're not able to, depending on their job, their credit, or whatever they do for work, they're not able to apply for these loans, especially now because things are so strict with the banks. So a lot of times, like, and same thing in Fort Worth, because like I know a lot of people out there too, but just being Del or El Paso, they're just like, it's a lot more opportunity to find right buyers out there, especially the opportunity comes up, and you just be the bank for them. Because all I care about, as long as they're making money and they can do what they do, I don't care what else happens. I don't care if they're a stripper or I don't care. No, that's really smart, and I think that I'm gonna make that property a wrap. So once we get under contract, I think I'll analyze the job.
Bro. Edgar can find you a buyer, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get Edgar, man. Edgar must be the guy. Especially if you got some stragglers that like still want the house, they can come to me. That's cool. I give him a little assignment fee. He can have 2 for 1.
Already, man. I love it. Well, Damien,
man, yeah.
I am going to have to cut this one short today. Today's my birthday, if y'all didn't know. Just turned 29.
Give my man a happy birthday.
And we're in California, San Diego to be exact. And I'm having an amazing time out here.
I love it.
Bro, it is fun out here. I love it.
I need to go back. I'm going to go up there.
It is fun.
Yeah, San Diego, right?
Yes.
San Diego's great. San Diego's amazing. Like, it's chill. Like, the chiller part of California is San Diego.
It is. So, but I appreciate you allowing me to showcase this deal and show everybody kind of how we analyze stuff. I do want to kind of do the same thing next Tuesday, or if I'm surprised, Karen is up here tonight.
She texted me before, and I think she had something. I didn't finish reading the message, but she'll be there Tuesday, and we'll do the master class of how to analyze. And we'll probably get so guys that are on here right now, bring your deals next Tuesday or the Tuesday coming up, and we'll go through your deals personally and do all that kind of stuff.
Rick asked a really good question. You mind highlighting that?
Yeah, which was this right here?
There it is. He said, if your buyer wants to pay a flat monthly amount, how do you handle when the escrow account adjusts or the taxes go up? That's a great question. Ben.
Y'all make sure y'all's contracts are tight. That's the way you do it. So what you do is you put in your contract that this is for a wrap, right?
Yes.
You put in your contract that the wrap buyer is completely responsible for any increases or any outstanding balances that are outside of your monthly payment. So if there's any other additional charges that come to the property, you as the wrap buyer are 100% responsible for it. So Jabs and I just make sure our contracts state that. And you know what? We have that because we've got like this one. This one's only 100. We're only cash flowing 100, probably 75.
Yeah.
And like Jab said, it's free. So for us, it's cool. We're cool with that. We like free stuff. But we also have to manage the fact that there's going to be escrow taxes. And the way Jabs and I like to do it is we like to put the property in a trust, and then we do a deed of trust with the wrap buyer. That's the best way. That way you hold the deed the whole time. But yeah, you just make sure all of our rentals in our lease agreements, anything depending on the property and the value of the property, even for just a rental, we're putting that you are responsible, that the tenant is responsible for anywhere between $200 to $500 of any expenses that occur on the property that are not the immediate responsibility of us as landlords, that they're responsible for covering it. Because what happened is this lady one time had me coming out every month to replace these light bulbs. It happened like 3 months in a row. Yeah. And it was like a half an hour to the house. And so I was like, you know what?
Rick said, thank you.
That's smart. That's really smart.
You're welcome, Rick.
Usually that's the other way around. Like as the investor, I would have that kind of clause in there for me. Like I would cover up to $500 worth of whatever. But you're putting that on the tenants, which I mean, they're right. That means there's less phone calls to you.
Don't hit me up. So so our Buford deal, we don't have to go over that. But our Buford deal, I told the guy, listen, if you want a discount at $1,700 versus $1,850 where I want it, you're responsible for everything. I'll pay it if it needs to happen, but outside of that, you're responsible. And so you're like, you got it, man. So he's managing the property for us.
Okay. Managing his own rental.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's a whole masterclass right there. Mastering having the tenants manage their rentals. That'd be crazy.
That's what we do. And so guess what? We don't get these little pity little calls that people are like, hey, my door's squeaking or my laundry's leaking or whatever. Nah, that's on you, dog. You signed the agreement. You have to do it.
That's
Mobile
dope.
homes, it's around 200. Houses, 4 bedrooms, 500.
Okay. That's not bad.
Love it.
All right, fellas. Y'all go enjoy y'all's dinner, man. Happy birthday again.
I appreciate
it. Ben, we got to have you back on here again, man.
I love it. I got the corner market in how to wholesale deals, man. I'll show you exactly how to do it. And if you've never done it, I'll help you get started real fast, and you can make money. Like, I mean, when I joined up with Jabs and him and I started doing deals together, I was like, watch this, move out the way. Let me show you something. I think we brought like 65,000 on the table in the first week, but first maybe week or two. But it's easy. People are overcomplicating this. We can go over that later.
Yeah, no, please do. Bring it back on here, man. Drop some gems.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it, man.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, bro.
Karen is actually on here.
Yeah, no, I saw that she was on here.
Already.
But
all right, bro. We got to meet these people. I'm trying to raise some money. That's
hey, that's all I was about to say. I said, make that money, man.
Right.
Go get that money. I know you. I know the real reason.
Yeah.
I'm
not here for
y'all trip, man. I'll be safe, and I'll see y'all when we get back to Texas.
All right, man.
All right.
I'll see you soon, bro.
Good to see you, Damon.
You too.
Hey, bro.